Good evening, all. Ira Epstein with your financial market wrap-up, and this wrap-up is for the evening of August 7th, 2025. I'm wearing one of my funny T-shirts. I've got some new ones I was buying when I was in Montana. They're pretty good, too. But to make a long story short, my wife's birthday today, her retirement from Tiffany after over 3 decades. So congratulations, hon. Earned it. It's a long time in one job, and she did it well. She looks like she belongs in Tiffany, by the way. Stunning. But to make a long story short, the president today picked his choice to replace Adriana Kugler, and that is going to be Marin, the man that set up the Mar-a-Lago event, the weak dollar, the push on lower interest rates. He's a very bright guy, but it takes him quietly maybe out of the running if he was ever a Fed chair choice, and that makes the 3 head guys there. The president tonight and tomorrow has to make a decision on Russia. Don't play the taco game, which is Trump always chickens out. Rather, hit him. Do not give Russia 3 weeks to make a decision, or countries for these tariffs 3 weeks to make a decision. Make it 1. Because all that happens with all of this at this point is Russia uses those weeks at a time to decimate Ukraine. And instead of that, just put it on and let the cards lie where they are. Who are you hurting? China, if you even go after them. India, which you're already putting that tariff on. Brazil, they'll be going there for some of that. A couple of others that you don't do business with. Go for the throat. Because that's what Putin did to you. He made you look bad on the world stage, Mr. President. Now show him how strong you can be. I think that'd be a very wise move. All right. So all over the board, as I said today, let's go right to the S&P. You're certainly not getting away from the all-time highs. I mean, with all this going on, we're just churning up here. We haven't had any real measurable break. You try to break intraday from a new high, and then you came back and settled unchanged. That's not bad action. You've got the S&P index with higher lows, higher highs. It's still in a bullish mode. The market keeps fighting day after day at the 18-day average, which is exactly what I'm hoping it does for a while, because August is such a difficult month to get moves one way or the other. I was surprised yesterday, and I said that the market was able to get back over this high that I'm pointing to, and it went even higher today, and now it's given you a little bit of a pullback. But I think you're going to stay caught for a while between the upper Bollinger Band, the lower Bollinger Band. Momentum's not even doing much. It's just sort of drifting around in the stochastics. You're back up and challenging the high in the NASDAQ. Now, we know this has been one of the leaders. It's had good news that continues to come out. Everything about AI is still good. It's that simple. NVIDIA went up for highs today, so this was an important part of it. But it's not making new highs, and I like that. I do want these markets to stay range-bound for a little bit to see if we can get something to trade. The weak ones are the Dow, which is still under the 18-day average with a big outside day to the downside, and the Russell, which can't seem to get itself going yet. Now, they both had outside days down. They can capture the shorts by taking out, in both of them, today's high. If that happens, they both open their door for a bit higher prices. The Dow, certainly back to the 18-day average, possibly up there. And let me come back to the Russell. The Russell, the same type of thing, but a little easier to see. Could be the Bollinger Band in that case. So if you've taken my outside day course, you have every reason to understand what I just said. If you didn't, you're left in the dark. Oh, that brings me to something. I'm going to do 2 reports tomorrow. I've decided to do a double header. One on the gold market and the other on the U.S. dollar for you futures traders. And next week I'll do something in the stock market. So this gives you an idea where we're coming. I've laid out all the charts, so I just got to record tomorrow. It sounds like just record. It'll be a couple hours of work, but I'll get it done very quickly. Lower low, higher high in the DAX. I just said that I thought it would go back to the 18-day average, and it did. It began that from down here, and you had your short covering. You lost your downside momentum. It's not a trend trade at this point. You're still in a trend trade that is bullish in the 30-year bond. The back end is where you've got the embedded reading. Could it lose it? easily. And if you do, then I'll look for the market back down here. But until it's lost, I think the pros will buy breaks in the market, not rallies at this point. The 5-year did not do that. All it's done is it got itself overbought, not the same setup by far. In the dollar index, the big question is you've pulled back to the neutral zone on the chart. What do you do with it? I'm going to let this go. I don't want to discuss it right here. I want to do my special report with it. In the euro, you're over the 18-day average because 57% of the euro makes up the dollar index. I won't discuss that. What you've got now is you're holding in the British pound. They cut their interest rate a quarter point, and for the first time in the history of their open market committee, their financial market committee, they had to take 2 votes. They were tied. So the cut was not popular amongst the members, but yet they did it. I thought they might, we were talking, and I thought you'd get back to the 18-day average, as you saw here. The first real fighting zone was the 100 and then possibly the 18. From this point on now, I want to see what it does. I don't see a good entry spot. What are you going to do, buy at 133.90 and then risk to 132.64? That's quite a bit of money. I think you should be able to do better. Back to neutral in the Bitcoin. And did I not say I thought this would be your bottom? I've been here now 4 days, and I've said it every day that I can recall, and that's what's happened. So I think the low is forming in Bitcoin, and I think Bitcoin can surprise to the upside before it's all said and done. On the energy markets, they don't know what to do because what is the president going to do with Russia? It was a pretty active trading day, but the trend is down. You're in very oversold territory. You're down to the 100-day average, knocking on the door of the Bollinger Band. Same in the WTI. So they're all bearish right here. Even gasoline's getting pulled along for the ride. And natural gas, you lost the bearish embedded reading. As far as I'm concerned now, the market could and I think should make a run at the 18-day average, and then we can take another fresh look at the market. I'm Ira. I'll talk to you tomorrow when I have those special reports done for you. In the meantime, have yourself a good evening. Look at the other charts. I'm going to go to a party tonight, and I'll be fresh with you in the morning. Take care.